Religious people. Lucifer is Satan, aliens are his companions, they are evil. So this person here, I've asked, would they like to see the evidence who Jesus' real father was, who Yahweh was, that the Anunnaki were the gods in the Bible? Of course, as usual, they all say no. Anyway, this person just keeps coming back with the same rhetoric about Jesus, etc. But I thought I'd ask the question. Aliens are his companions, they are evil. Could you give me one, just one, piece of, you don't even have to give me evidence, just give me one reason why aliens are evil. Did they wipe us out? No, we're still here. Did they steal technology from us? No, we're still learning technology. Did they, well, I don't know, you tell me. You tell me why they are evil. When you realise you can't, just, I give up.
The world's foremost expert researcher has done it again. The Greek god Kronos was an Anunnaki god, but he wasn't what we have been told. He wasn't the father of Zeus. Once again, our true history is rewriting the history books, with evidence. You can see his other amazing research where he has solved many mysteries that we thought would never be solved. He's shown with evidence who Yahweh really was, solved why Stonehenge is exactly where it is. Was the only person to find Atlantis and prove it. Proved that the Anunnaki were the gods in the Bible. Shown with evidence who the Norse gods were as Anunnaki, and even solved what the frost giant was. There's so much more you can learn from our true history. Simply visit ourtruehistory.co.uk. The Kronos Evidence will be released on Saturday, 8th of June, 2024.
This person has asked, is Earth hell? No, there was no hell, and no clairvoyant, medium or spiritualist, any good one will tell you there's a hell. They'll only tell you there's higher and lower frequencies in the afterlife. But regarding the biblical sort of sense of hell, there was a place that Ereshkigal and Nergal, they were in charge of the underworld. So if an Anunnaki or a demigod did something bad in life, then their statue that Nergal and Ereshkigal had over in South Africa, Abzu, the underworld, they would smash that up. If you did good, then they would put the statue out. That's where you get the judgment. So you can forget all the Jesus stuff and everything else. That's actually where it all comes from. And then you wrote, are we fallen angels? No. The Ajiji, which are the younger Anunnakis, I guess sort of teenagers maybe, that was the sons of God, which is what it says in the Bible anyway. So the Ajiji were the fallen angels, not us humans.
Much evidence, proof about what's being done.
Long story short, this person mentioned Tatarian Empire. I said there is no evidence that there was a Tatarian Empire that had advanced technology. Show me the evidence, that's what I asked for. He just did a video. So to the person that just done the video, I kind of still need the evidence. It's nice that he did a nice little 3-minute video, but when I asked for the evidence, I kind of meant I needed to see evidence, not nothing. Sorry, don't hate me. It's just everything I do goes by evidence, and of course you've done a stitched video with my comment to make me look like you're finally giving the evidence, but in your video there is no evidence, so I kind of still need the evidence. So until that happens, the only Tatarian Empire was the Mongolian one 500 years ago. So there's no evidence still. No one's given me any evidence for an advanced modern Tatarian race.
Sitchin was incorrect about basically everything he wrote about.
Person's just done a stitch with one of my comments where I said Zachariah Sitchin was correct, and this person seems to think that he knows more than me. And the reason why I know he doesn't is because if you scroll down on my website to where it says click here in big blue letters, you'll be taken to a video, and that video shows that Zachariah Sitchin actually copied older translations. He didn't translate it himself. So when this person's saying that Zachariah Sitchin's wrong, no, he actually used these translations. There's one here from, I think, 1921. And so I go through on this video proving that what Zachariah Sitchin said was already translated in other by other people from 200 years ago upwards. So to the person that done that video, watch this video and with evidence show me where my evidence is wrong. Did our gods, the Anunnaki, treat their women like the people in the Middle East? It's a fair question because I get asked that a lot, because the Anunnaki were in the Middle East, and obviously there's people now in the Middle East that have certain ways about them. Did the Anunnaki do that to their women? Well, actually, no. So I'm just going to show you here. Here is a statue of one of the Anunnaki. It's a representation of an Anunnaki. And the wings actually show that that's a god. You'll see that in various different cultures, that people have wings. And so this is a male with a beard, as you can probably tell. However, if you look here, there is a female version. This is in the British Museum. So basically, the Anunnaki treated their women the same as men, except the men had the power first, but they never abused or mistreated any of their women.
Sitchin was incorrect about basically everything he wrote about.
Person's just done a stitch with one of my comments where I said Zachariahs Sitchin was correct, and this person seems to think that he knows more than me. And the reason why I know he doesn't is because if you scroll down on my website to where it says click here in big blue letters, you'll be taken to a video, and that video shows that Zachariahs Sitchin actually copied older translations. He didn't translate it himself. So when this person's saying that Zachariahs Sitchin's wrong, no, he actually used these translations. There's one here from, I think, 1921. And so I go through on this video proving that what Zachariahs Sitchin said was already translated in other by other people from 200 years ago upwards. So to the person that done that video, watch this video and with evidence show me where my evidence is wrong. Did you know the triangular UFO that most people see is the TR-3B, which is owned by American secret military? Did you know in the Bible, instead of it actually saying in the beginning God created Earth, it actually says in the proper Hebrew version, direct version, God's preparing heavens and earth? Did you know if you go and type in Ebens, you will see the NSA literally talking about aliens? Did you know that the mainstream have put back the dates of mummies by 1,000 years, which means they have no idea what they're talking about? Did you know there's a Moai statue that supposedly was left by the film crew for Rapu Nui? However, when you actually realise that that would have decomposed instead of this one that's still there, if you're interested in finding out why that's real and it changes everything, just go to my website, Our True History. All the answers for everything that I've just said is there. Zeus was an Anunnaki, Enlil, and here we have the description here of how Zeus tricked Hera into becoming his wife, and he basically turned into a cockatoo bird. Now here is some texts that predate all of that about Enlil, and it says, I am Enlil, but Enlil had changed his appearance. He had turned into a raven and was croaking. But the person that he was talking to at this point, this isn't Hera, this is someone else, but the point is, how many people do you know turn into birds? So if you're interested in finding out all of this and so much more, even who Kronos was, etc., with evidence, all you have to do is just go to my website. You'll see I've solved so many other things with evidence, as always. Just go to ourtruehistory.co.uk and search Zeus or Kronos or ancient Greek, whatever it is that you want to search for, and then you will get to so many videos, thousands of videos. So we have a religious person here that's telling me that the videos that I do are wrong, even though he's not actually watched any of them, because he has complete faith in the Bible. And anything else, as you read here, he says it's made up. Now, I don't know if this person's aware that the actual Bible is a copy of older texts, and we have those older texts. And in those older texts, we have, for example, Enki telling Noah to build the boat. We have the 6 days of creation, Enki on the 7th day saying, let this day be a day of rest. We have the great flood story where Enlil says, let's let the flood allow that to happen, and Enki, who's our father who art in space, says, no, I want to save someone, I want to save my people. So we actually have the original text. So when you say everything's made up, then your Bible's made up because you copied the Bible's a copy of older texts. That's a fact. Feel free to share this world first. You are going to see your father who art in space, what he actually looks like. Yes, you're going to see Enki, what he looks like as a Anunnaki, not as a stone carving or an image. We are going to see what he would have looked like in one moment. That is him there. And so the beard is, you'll see in a second, that's got lapis lazuli in it. Doesn't mean it's braided like a black person. It means the Anunnaki loved their lapis lazuli. Okay, so here is what our father looked like. That is Enki, based off of absolutely every single image I can find of him. Yes, he does have blue eyes, and yes, the lapis lazuli was that's braided inside his beard in those images. So if you're interested in finding out all the evidence that he was our father, just go to ourtruehistory.co.uk and you knock yourself out. You'll find thousands of videos there with evidence. So Anunnaki Origins has literally took my words and has put it on a video for themselves, which is really naughty because they avoid showing my website. Have a look.
Noah was also the direct child of Enki and a Homo sapien woman called Bonash.
They got my
That's
information.
why Enki wanted to save Noah.
That's exactly the words I've said.
Noah had blonde hair, blue eyes, and
Exactly
pale
what
skin.
I say.
He was dark-skinned compared to Lamarck, who was Bynex's husband.
Just
You can see all this evidence
Look.
in my documentary, The Great Flood.
look.
Please see my video.
That's hang
It's
on.
free to watch.
That's exactly what I say.
Look for a comprehensive overview
Our
of
True
our
History.
true history. Code UK.
Instead of saying .co.uk, and there's the free documentary here on my Patreon page. It's free. It's on my Patreon page, but under the free section. So could people go to these guys and just say